and he said, "Peace, be still." As he speaks, the wind instantly dies, and the waves subside into a peaceful, glassy storm. Have you ever felt like life was falling apart? Like the storm was too strong, the night was too dark, and no one could hear your fear? One day, Jesus and his disciples were near the Sea of Galilee. Jesus had been teaching people all day. Crowds had gathered around him, listening to his words, watching his miracles, and longing for hope. And he said, "Peace, be still." As he speaks, the wind instantly dies, and the waves subside into a peaceful, glassy surface. Instantly dies, and the waves subside into a peaceful, glassy surface. As evening came, Jesus said to his disciples, "Let us go over to the other side." So they got into a boat and began to crossing the sea. At first, everything seemed calm. The water was peaceful. The disciples were experienced fishermen. Many of them had been on this sea countless times before. They knew how to handle a boat. They knew how to read the wind. They knew how to survive on the water. But suddenly, everything changed. A strong storm came down on the sea. The wind began to roar. The waves grew higher and higher. Water started crashing into the boat. The disciples tried to control the boat, but the storm was too powerful. The waves were filling the boat with water. The night was dark. Their strength was fading. Their fear was rising. And where was Jesus? He was sleeping. In the middle of the storm, Jesus was asleep in the boat. The disciples were terrified. They ran to him and woke him up. They cried out, "Teacher, don't you care if we drown?" They cried out, "Teacher, the storm begins to subside. The valley waves soften, the rain, and the dark clouds part to let a single ray of warm light shine down." That question came from fear. They had seen Jesus heal the sick. They had seen him cast out evil spirits. But now, in the middle of the storm, fear made them forget who was in the boat with them. Jesus got up. He looked at the wind, he looked at the waves, and he spoke with authority. "Peace, be still." And immediately, the wind stopped. The waves became calm. The storm that had terrified the disciples had to obey the voice of Jesus. In one moment, fear turned into silence. Chaos turned into peace. The storm bowed before the Son of God. Why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith? The disciples were amazed. They looked at one another and said, "Who is this, that even the wind and the sea obey him?" This story is not only about a storm on the sea. It is about the storms inside our hearts. Sometimes we face storms of worry, storms of sickness, storms of money problems, storms in our family, storms of loneliness, fear, anxiety, and uncertainty. And sometimes, just like the disciples, we wonder, "Lord, do you care?" But this story reminds us of one powerful truth. Jesus is not absent in your storm. He is in the boat with you. Even when you cannot feel him, he is there. Even when you cannot see the answer, he is there. Even when the waves are high and your heart is afraid, Jesus has not left you. Peace, be still. The wind begins to die down, and the towering waves start to flatten out. But remember this: the storm may be loud, but Jesus is still Lord. The waves may be strong, but his voice is stronger. Your fear may feel real, but his peace is greater. Jesus did not promise that we would never face storms, but he promised that we would never face them alone. When Jesus says, "Peace, be still," even the strongest storm must listen. So today, bring your fear to Jesus. Bring your worry to Jesus. Bring your family to Jesus. Bring your pain to Jesus. Bring your pain to Jesus. Bring your future to Jesus. Because the same Jesus who calmed the storm on the Sea of Galilee can calm the storm in your heart. He is still powerful. He is still faithful. He is still near. And he still speaks peace. Before you give up, remember who is in the boat with you. Jesus is with you. And if Jesus is with you, the storm will not destroy you. It may shake you. It may scare you. It may test your faith. But it cannot defeat the one who holds your life in his hands. So take a deep breath. Trust him again. Your storm is not the end of your story. Jesus is still in control. If this message touched your heart, type Amen and remember this today. The storm is strong, but Jesus is stronger.